All right, here we go. The TNT title was on the line. I forgot Adam Cole has a belt too. He's the TNT champion. And he had a single match with old Kyle Fletcher. And these two look like a before and after ad for the Charles Atlas bodybuilding course. And Adam Cole is definitely the one's getting the sand kicked in his face. I know I've just gone over the heads of the millennials or whatever, but again, I feel sorry for Adam with whatever physically he's experiencing. This was pretty rough. They're doing the moves, but within 2 minutes, here comes Trent and Rocky to ringside. And they're going to do something, but Roddy and Kyle O'Reilly come out, and all four of them fight off. So while they're fighting off, Kyle and Adam Cole are on the floor. Kyle hits him with a super kick and then picks him up for the deal where they do the power bomb on the apron, where they pick the guy up and they power bomb him on the apron. And the theory behind this stupid move is that the guy spreads his arms out, tucks his chin, takes the edge of the apron across his shoulder blades, kind of upper back, where it will make a sound and look like an impact, but it's not the lower back where he'll just break all of his goddamn vertebrae. And then you just hope that the bottom rope isn't in such a place that it hits you in the back of the head, even though you got your chin tucked, and fucking fucks your neck up. So you can see this is a move that everybody ought to do in every match. But in this case, Kyle picks him up and turns, and instead of taking a step toward the ring and putting him down on the ring, he fucking threw him. He was standing there. He was like 4 or 5 feet from the ring, and he threw him like he was going to buckle bomb him. And instead of landing with the edge of the ring across the shoulder blades, Cole was flying downwards, and he had part of his right arm hit the apron, but his left arm, the shoulder, he came like an inch short of the ring. And you had to play it in slow motion to be able to see that his head did not hit the edge of the ring, but it was like a half an inch off. And he went to the floor and landed on the floor hard. And if he had literally gone an inch farther, it would have broken his fucking neck. With the speed that he was going and the trajectory that he had, it would have literally, if the ring had hit the back of his head, it could not have failed to have snapped his neck right there. I'm not talking about just a broken vertebrae or whatever. I'm talking about disconnect the goddamn spinal column type of bump. And there was a huge gasp from everybody. And that was their break spot. And it was almost a decapitation. But here's the thing, and I've been waiting to say this. There were people, Brian, on Twitter, the apologists that think, oh, these old men, they don't know what they're talking about. They thought it was great. They thought, did you see how safely they did that? His head didn't hit. Like that was what they were trying to do to begin with. And that it wasn't a massive fuck up. And that only by the grace of luck and God, if you believe in that, did Adam Cole not get a broken fucking neck, because an inch further would have been curtains. But these people actually thought, well, they did it right. His head didn't hit. His right arm made the noise on the ring. Did you see any of those?
I saw some of that feedback. I saw a lot more feedback, people concerned before people obviously looked in slow motion to see that. I still haven't done that. I only watched it in real time and then heard after the fact that he wasn't dead.
Yes. I mean, many people were concerned and saying, oh my God, and that could have been fatal and all this other stuff. But there were people actually saying, no, they did it perfectly. They don't even know what the fuck ups are. The people in the ring don't know when they're fucking up. So, of course, they don't know how to avoid it. But anyway, they came back from the break and went a few more minutes, and then Adam Cole had him. And here again, this is Kyle Fletcher that they've. Say what you want about the outfit and that there's been no focused booking or push of him. What is his personality? But he has worked on his physique. He's grown up as best he can. He's a hell of an athlete. He's got the size. He can do some shit. He's never going to learn anything where he is. He was reckless and he should have been reprimanded, because I can't believe the unprofessionalism of letting a guy go in that position. But they've got now Adam Cole's ready to beat him and ready to give him the knee, and Josh Alexander runs in and tackles Cole and gets disqualified. So, no, I'm not in favor of killing Adam Cole like they tried to do. But how the fuck they going to get Fletcher over if he can't beat a guy half his size that, let's face it, poor Adam, it just ain't happening. And they booked that whole group into insensibility. So now Adam Cole almost won, but Josh Alexander run in and the DQ and they get heat. And then they were trying to play the music for the save, but the CD got stuck. I didn't know they were still using CDs, but what is the last thing that you ever heard that sounded like, nah, 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 nah? That's a CD getting stuck, right?
It could be a digital file. Something.
Well, something got stuck. So the music got stuck. So then they had to get more heat on poor old fucking Adam Cole. Then the music plays and Brody King comes out with a chair and the heels bail out. Again, just one more time for the learning impaired. No, they didn't do that power bomb spot right. That's not what it was supposed to be. It was reckless and dangerous. It was a miracle, freak luck, that Adam Cole didn't at least get a concussion and not a broken neck. And you can apologize for your favorite wrestlers or your favorite wrestling company all you want, but no, that was ridiculous. It shouldn't have been done. Anything I missed before we go to part 2 of this saga? Because now we got Alexander and Brody King at ringside.
I guess I'll just say I don't like watching Adam Cole matches, especially against Kyle. Kyle's big. For AEW, he's a big guy. And he's put on muscle and size. Never wins. But he's a big guy with a heel manager. And Adam Cole's half his size, doesn't have a tan on his back. Just nothing. It feels like you're watching.
That's because he always does jobs. His chest is tan.
It feels like you're watching an unhealthy guy. And I always, we've been saying that for years. Like, I hope he's all right. The fact that we're still saying it and we still are like, there's a chance he may be sick. That's a problem. The
only reason that I say that kind of jokingly and go on with the criticism is because one would think that if he's having these wrestling matches that physically he doesn't have a terminal illness. But